Hi Sagittarius, this is your horoscope for December 2014 with me, Lada from astrolada.com. Merry Christmas in advance. And this is a horoscope for everyone who has their ascendant, sun or moon in Sagittarius. So what does December bring for you, wonderful Sagittarius? Well, it's your month. What can I say? Even from the end of November, the last 10 days of November, the first 15, 20 days of December, the energies are really supportive of you. I mean, really wonderful. You know, all those planets are in your sign. Venus, the Sun, Mercury. Let's see what each planet can bring you. Venus is the planet of beauty, of charm. And Venus is in your sign till around the 10th, 11th of December. So it can bring to you love, more romantic experiences, more pleasuring of the five senses, good food, good wine, good music, enjoyment of the five senses, you know, more sensual enjoyments in a sense, you know, or more intimacy in relationship. Can make you more charming as well the last few days of the last 10 days of November, the first 10 days of December, makes you more charming, more charismatic. You attract people magnetically towards you. And like this, you can win others' hearts. And Mercury is also in your sign to around the 15th approximately of December. Mercury is the planet of communication, so you become more articulate. If you have important things to say to people, Mercury will help you express yourself much more easily. To communicate, to speak, it brings a lot of communications to you. Maybe more people, more friends get in touch to you, more people communicate with you, or maybe you're arranging some business. Not all the time, but there are a few days that are very important, you know, that you'll feel it. Arranging some documents, doing some administrative tasks, because Mercury rules the logical, rational part of the brain, so it starts working faster as well. So you're not only charming through Venus, but you also, you come across more articulate, you come across your mind is sharper and brighter, and when it comes to business matters, which is Mercury, you can arrange quite a few good things there. And particularly around the 8th, when Mercury joins the Sun, which means career and goals, some important things can happen in regards to business matters and communications. And around the 4th of December, Venus receives a wonderful aspect from Jupiter. Venus is in your first house, so that can be a very lucky period for you. And it can be connected even to romance or love in some way. But in any kind of endeavor you do around the 4th, you have the green light. Maybe a day before or two, maybe a day after that. But you definitely feel a good vibe. And especially if those of you who are born from around the 12th to around the 17th of December, they feel this influence more strongly. Or those of you who have their ascendant moon from around 20 to around 24 degrees in Sagittarius, they're luckier. I mean, they're luckier, they're more charming in the first week of December. Take advantage of this, you know, do some important things that you have to do. They can be lucky in regards to, again, some creative projects, in regards to in regards to children, in regards to some personal projects, in regards to self-image and confidence, in regards to romantic matters as well. And then again, around the 14th, there is a wonderful influence. The Sun is in your sign and receives a beautiful aspect from Jupiter. Again, it's more like your confidence increases again. Positive development. So if you want to do something important, do it in the first 15 days of December. They're supportive of you. Overall, of your goal and plan, you can start new things now as well, till the 15th of December, Sagittarius. The last days of November, the last 10 days of November, the first 15, 20 days of December, because although the first house is the beginning, when planets transit your first house, you get vitalized, re-energized. You can come out again into the world. You can start doing things that are noticeable. You can start materialize things, you know. You can become the magician again, you know. And from after the rest that you needed in November, maybe some of you felt a bit more tired, needing a little bit more, you know, relaxation. Now you can emerge and start laying foundations for things that will influence you for the next year, for the next 12 months, till again the Sun is in your sign. So such a key period, such a key month for Sagittarius. Such a month where whatever you start now, whatever new beginnings you plan or start laying the beginnings from, you will be developing them for a year ahead after that, you know. So any important tasks you have, Start them at the end of November, the first 15, 20 days of December. You're going to be successful. But there's another big event that is happening. And not all of you will feel it immediately from December, only a very small part of you, but all of you will feel it within the next 2 years at some point. Saturn, the planet of testing, is moving into your sign Sagittarius. And Saturn moves there for 2 years, 2.5 years, once every 30 years. So it's like once in a 30-year period when Sagittarius are tested by Saturn. But in what way does Saturn test you? Saturn wants you to get mature. Saturn wants you to get serious. Saturn wants you to get down to work. Saturn wants to bring a new beginning in your life, but by following tried and tested routes. Nothing crazy. Saturn does not want you to do crazy stuff. Saturn wants you to do the socially approved things, the ones that society and order and tradition approve of. Saturn, if Saturn gives you a new work, he requires you to work a lot. If you are unhappy in your career, Saturn will take it away. Or if you are not giving 100% to your career, Saturn will take it away so you can discover something which will give you, which will bring you more, which you can put properly the efforts and the work, because we only put efforts in something that we feel more connected to. And so, but not all Sagittarius will start feeling it from December. I don't want to scare you. It's very important transit. It's once or twice in a lifetime transit. And when it happens, people do big changes in their life, but they do them slowly with a lot of hard work, with a lot of pressure, with a lot of responsibilities. For about 2.5 years, you are asked that you don't put yourself first, you put your social obligations first, your responsibilities first to others. It's not, for the next 2-3 years, it won't be time to have fun and play and do what you want. You might probably have it, you will have it after that, but for the next 2-3 years, it will be time that you get even a bit boring and serious and tested and go through slowly, through steps, one by one, of climbing the ladder and improving your social status, but through your own personal hard work. Don't expect that you can rely on support from others. All the pressure will come on yourself. Now you're becoming a proper adult. Even if you're in your 50s or 60s, all of a sudden you feel the age even more, the need for responsibility and seriousness even more. And those of you who work hard, who are persevering, who put their heart into something, their heart and their efforts, they'll have a really stabilizing next 2.5 years, even though there will be still a lot of hard work. And those of you who have been too carefree and too, who have been for years too carefree, too, not too serious, now it will be a time for them to mature. Now it will be a time to have some reality check and to wake up and start being serious and grown up, But who will feel Saturn in December? Only a few of you will. Those of you who are born from basically at the very beginning of Sagittarius, those of you who are born on the 23rd, 24th, or the 25th of November, you will start feeling those hard lessons of Saturn to mature, to get serious, to do the things that are really important in your life and not to waste time on other things which are unimportant. You will get this feeling. Some of you might have to take important decisions to change work, to change career, to put more of themselves there. They'll have more pressure from outside sources, so even yourself, you become more self-critical and start pushing yourself. Try not to get depressed, because Saturn tends to bring the vibration lower, lowers it down. Try to eat lightly, try to exercise a bit more to bring more fire into you, because Saturn tends to suppress the vitality of a person. Or those of you basically who have their ascendant or their moon in the first 3 degrees of Sagittarius. And it starts from December for you, this process. Those of you who are born from 0 to 3 degrees in Sagittarius, so in the first 3 days from 23rd to around the 26th of November. Starts in December and finishes next October 2015. So about 1 year. Time for new beginnings, time for a new chapter in your life, time to get serious, time to get mature, time to tread the conventional and socially acceptable path. Don't do crazy stuff, and don't try to jump a few steps at a time. It's not going to happen. It's slow work that gives slowly results. It's building a foundations. If you skip on the foundations, the house will fall down. So that's what Saturn requires from you. So this is what is happening for you, Sagittarius. let's see another thing. Jupiter is in your what? House? No, 9th house. No, that's anyway. This is what I see for you, and I just want to give you a few Sagittarius that will have a really good and supportive time this month. Those of you who have their ascendant from about 20 to around 24 degrees in Sagittarius, ascendant or moon from 20 to 24 degrees in Sagittarius, or those of you who are born from around the 13th to around the 16th, maybe a day or two plus, from around the 12th to around the 16th approximately, or 17th of December, those Sagittarius will have a blast. Not the early born Sagittarius will have Saturn, so they get serious, they mature. Jupiter, though, those later born Sagittarius I mentioned, ascendant, sun, or moon, they'll have the support of Jupiter. They'll have, and Jupiter is really strong in December because it stays in one place and starts moving backwards. And it means that Jupiter will help you bring back some opportunities or develop some opportunities further, expand goals and plans in your life, bring you more confidence, more strength and feeling that you can achieve. And basically, it unlocks doors. Doors are getting unlocked for those of you born those days. But all Sagittarius, even the early born Sagittarius, the ones that are having Saturn influence in December, now in December and for the whole year ahead, now all Sagittarius, no matter what degrees you are, they're having a very important month where they have to make new start certain things, make plans, because these things for the next 12 months will affect you. Whatever you start now, you'll just be able to work on it later on. You're coming out again, you're getting invigorated, you can come out on the stage and be present, more confidence is coming onto you. So thank you very much, Sagittarius, and I will see you next year.